제 71회 책을 읽다가 잤어요.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. This is our 71st episode and today's main expression is 책을 읽다가 잤어요. I fell asleep while I was reading a book. My name is Lisa Kelley. I'm your host and next to me is our teacher, friend, co-host.
Co-host, teacher, friend, and co-host, yes.
Right.
안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. Thank you all for joining us. What a useful expression, huh? You're doing one thing, and then in the middle of it, boom, something else happens. And just like happens to many of us, reading a book, I fell asleep. And I bet that happens to both of you, too, huh?
안녕하세요. 네오미입니다. 아니요, 일어난 적 없어요.
Oh, really? You never had that happen?
안녕하세요. 저는 세바스찬입니다.
Okay.
Short,
That was pretty short.
sweet.
All right, well, we'll keep it short and simple today. Let's just go on to Let's Do It.
Let's do it!
책 다 읽었어요?
아니요. 어젯밤에 좀 읽다가 잤어요.
All right, the first sentence we heard is very simple. It's asking, did you read the book? Okay, or did you finish reading the book? 책 다 읽었어요. 다 means completely, fully. And then the response, this is where it gets a little tricky, okay? The response was 아니요, no. 어젯밤 좀 읽다가 잤어요. I fell asleep while I was reading a little bit of it. And this is very similar to another format we had before, 면서. Right? We had 면서. What's the difference between this structure and this structure, Stephen?
They're very different. Look, one, when you've got myeonso, you're doing two things, two extended period tasks at the same time. Naomi gave us a great example. When I run, I listen to music. So you're listening to music the whole time that you are running, right? Or jogging. You use jogging, right?
And the structure of the sentence, the format of the sentence is still the same basic form. We've got verb plus 다가 and then another verb. So two actions in between 다가. And an example would be?
And the advantage of this one is that you don't have to conjugate it in any way,
Right.
shape, or form. Whether it's ends in a consonant, ends in a vowel, I've had to teach all this kind. Don't worry about that, okay? So here, if you've got 읽다, which is to read, notice that you don't say 읽어다가. No. Just 읽다가. The li을 발음 is not pronounced. There's no L sound. You just say 읽다가, as in when you just pronounce the basic form. 읽다 is to read. So 읽다가 what? What's our example? 읽다가
잤어요 was the example, right? While I was reading and then I fell asleep. Okay. Do you want to try that once?
영화 보다가 잠들었어요.
Okay, good. Yeah, fell asleep watching a movie.
책을 읽다가 친구가 왔어요.
Nice job, but wrong. A valiant effort, a great try. But remember, with this expression, you cannot change subjects around, okay?
Just add another verb.
You're adding another subject there. So you would, there's other ways that you could say that sort of thing, but this form, 다가, you would not use when the subject changes.
Another point I'd like to make is you can always say what will happen, your intention, what you will do. Also with this format, you could say 책 읽다가 잘 거예요. I will sleep after I read. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's already happened.
Fall asleep reading.
Right.
Yeah. This expression, sometimes it is used for, in the middle of something else happened. Sometimes you can also use it quite often for just after doing something else as well. But you have to be careful with that. One time, a couple of years ago, I said to a friend, 먹다가 게임합시다. And they said, 다 먹고 게임하면 안 되나? So I said, can we finish eating and then play a game? You have to be careful about that. If you say 먹다가 게임합시다, then they sit there going, why do you want to play a game in the middle of the game?
Right.
Yeah.
You want to put
in
down,
the middle of eating.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Okay, and then another thing that I was just reminded of, when you're sleeping, what is the 인사? How do you tell someone sleep well, or good night, or sweet dreams? Do you know
안녕히 주무세요.
Wow, she got the big one right off the top. Okay, 안녕히 주무세요 means please sleep well, and you would say that to your elders, or this is
Mom,
존댓말.
dad, yeah, mom, dad, 할머니, 할아버지, yes, your close friends
How
that
do
are
you
going to
say
bed.
it in 반말?
잠을 잘 자요?
Well, okay.
That works.
It works, but usually we just say 잘 자, 잘 자, sleep well.
Yeah, not 안녕히 자.
Right.
Right? No. Not 안녕히 자. 잘 자. 안녕히 주무세요. Right? I turn over to Lisa and 잘 자, and then I turn to somebody older than me. You're both younger, so 잘 자.
잘 자.
잘 자.
Okay, very good.
And we can flip that around the next morning. You wake up and then you can ask, did you sleep well? 잘 잤어? Did you sleep well? Or in the honorific form, to your elders, you may ask, 안녕히 주무셨어요? Did you sleep well? Now, try that.
세바스찬 씨, 안녕히 주무셨어요?
네, 푹 잤어요.
Oh,
Very nice.
She's
Elegant.
practicing a new adverb
Yes.
there. You sleep really well. 푹이란 adverb. The adverb 푹 is only used for sleep or rest of some sort.
Right.
That's
Deep.
a difficult, very deep rest or sleep. It's a difficult adverb. Good job.
Very good. And you can answer not only by saying 잘 잤어요 or 푹 잤어요, you may answer using the sentence structure that we learned today, as me and Steve will just show you. Steve, 잘 잤어요?
Yeah. 책 읽다가 잤어.
Like this. Okay? All right, let's go on to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
With Lisa.
and Steven.
잘 잤어?
아니, 더 자고 싶어.
어젯밤에 뭐 했는데?
새벽 5시까지 게임 좀 하다가 잤어.
Okay, we heard Stephen saying until 5 in the morning, or actually 새벽. 새벽 means dawn, okay? That's a new word for you, 새벽. And speaking of which, reminds me of the 24-hour 문화 culture that is taking place in Korea. There's many things that are open 24/7 these days. For example, 찜질방. Do you know 찜질방?
Yeah.
Another 방 문화. Okay, 찜질방 is like a sauna, except these days it is so well equipped. We've even got 노래방 inside the a karaoke system. We've got books. What else do we have? Restaurants, hair shops inside this incredibly big sauna, and it's called a 찜질방. What else can you think of? 24 hours.
24. Well, they got the PC bang. You go, you play on the PC. The games. There are games that people play all night long.
And the
Very
board
common.
game bang.
Board game bang. That doesn't quite. It goes almost 24 hours, but not quite 24
And
hours.
then another thing I'm reminded of is 야식. Okay, 야 means into the night, 야간, for example. And then 식 is food, 야식. Have you heard of that? No? This is food that's delivered all the way into the wee hours of the night until morning. So there's lots of food, and they just charge a little extra for that. So maybe you can order that when you get hungry, 새벽에. Okay? All right. Let's practice the really hard pronunciation that was in our lesson today. 책 좀, be sure to say 좀, not 좀. 책 좀 읽다가.
책 좀 읽다가.
책 좀 읽다가.
Very good. Okay. Thank you for joining us today here at Let's Be Korean. Please come back next time for another great lesson. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.